Hi everyone, my name is Leo Okere and this is my first video on YouTube. And today I just want to share how I sort of like shaved my head and achieved the sleek bald look. Basically, I went bald a couple of years ago and I've been sort of like struggling and fighting with it. But after a while, I decided, to just go bald all the way. And one of the challenges I faced was actually finding the right video on YouTube to sort of like help me go through the process. So in this video today, I'm going to be showing you the products that I use, the sort of like shaving stick or shaving device that I use that works for me. Although I haven't tried a bunch, but I currently use a shaving stick and it works perfect for me. As a black man, it can be tricky to shave your head and use shaving stick. But since I've been using it and applying some principles that I'm going to be sharing with you guys today, I've not had any sort of like issues with the way I shave after finding out, a couple of things. So basically, I'm just going to be sharing with you my findings as I shave my head today. This is not scripted, so I'm just going to flow and sort of like describe my process, what I do, the product I use, and also some tips basically. So I'm not going to be trimming my beards today, probably in another video. I think this should be the first series. I think in the second series, I'm going to be showing you how I trim my beards. So for the product showcase, so basically I use a shaving, I call it a shaving, it's not a cream, it's more or less like a soap, just to sort of like lather my head and make the shaving process easier. I've always been scared of shaving stick for a very long time. I remember my dad had a shaving stick, and as a child I tried using the shaving stick and I cut myself. So since that time I've had some sort of like trauma, whenever I see shaving stick. But with the use of this shaving cream, I wouldn't say it's a shaving cream, I think it's a shaving foam, more or less like a soap. I've sort of like had the confidence to use the shaving stick on my head. Prior to now, I think I used to use a clipper, but I find that I don't achieve that smooth look on my head, and I really sort of like love to shave my head smooth. Although there's going to be like tiny bit of grains, but I mean it's acceptable. Everyone that looks at you would see this smooth head at the end of the day. So I think the first thing I'm going to show you guys is this Wilkinson sword. I don't know if this will focus. Well, anyways, if it doesn't focus, I'm going to sort of like put the product name in the description, and I'll also offer you a link of where I got it from. I think it's available on Amazon and Walmart. I live in Canada, by the way. Also, I use this sort of like shaving brush. Is it a brush? Yeah, like a shaving brush. The Wilkinson shaving sort of like brush. I might be saying the wrong thing, but I see it as a brush. I just use sort of like a lot of the soap and apply it on my head. Then I have this sort of like prep bowl that I use. It's nameless, but I can always sort of like recommend some that I've seen on YouTube. I think I picked this up from a thrift store. I really like the sort of like transparent look. So for my shaving stick, I use the Gillette Fusion 5. I'm not even sure the pronunciation. I'm not sure if it's Gillette or Gillette. So this is Gillette Fusion 5. The reason why I like this shaving stick is because it vibrates. As you can see, when you're shaving your head, so it gives you the sort of like feel of a clipper, and doesn't make it seem weird on your head when you're shaving. it still feels more or less like you're using a clipper on your head. I think this has been the only shaving stick I've tried so far. I'm looking to try more in the future. There's this particular Gillette sort of like shaving stick that is heated. I think I want to try that at some point, but right now this works perfectly for me. And the reason I chose this is just because it vibrates, and it's also, if I'm not wrong, 5 blades. Yeah, 5 blades, so it gives you that proper sort of like smooth shave on your head. So I'm going to sort of like prep my head with a little bit of warm water right now. Then I'll get into the shaving. Then I'll sort of like chat as I go along. My hope is that anybody that finds this video finds it useful, basically, because shaving can be a very tricky process, and honestly it's fun for me. Technically it takes me about 10 minutes to sort of like shave my head and I'm done. I think one of the reasons why I love the shaving stick so much is that the floor is not messy. When I find that when I use the clipper, everywhere is nasty. I've got to sort of like over the floor over and again. But with the shaving stick and the shaving soap, it makes the glide smoother, basically. So the first thing I do is just make sure my water is warm. I'm not sure if you guys can still hear me, but hopefully this water noise doesn't cause me distraction. I just do this. Basically, I had to leave my head. I stopped shaving my head for maybe about 5 days, so there can be hair on my head for this video. So basically, I shave like 2 to 3 times in a week, depending on my mood. But technically, I don't like seeing hair on my head, because you can see I'm bald here and there. And I think also here is worse as well. Okay, so once I've done that, then I start preparing the ladder. So what I typically do is I get the bowl, rinse it for a bit. Like, don't put too much water in it. Then I get the shaving soap, just run it under the water, pour the water away. You want it to be like this, basically. Then I soak my brush in the water as well, just to get some moisture in the brush, basically. So once that is done, I now close the top. Then I put a brush through the soap like this. Okay. Then I pick up the bowl. I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but then I do something like this. So there's no rule per se, but then just make sure your ladder is sort of like thick, so you can achieve a sort of consistent texture, around your head, basically. So once I do this, I think I'm good to go. I think the other thing I didn't show you guys is I have like a hand towel here that I use to wipe my hand and my head from time to time. So I recommend you guys get one too if you're interested in shaving your head with a shaving stick, obviously. If not, you don't need it, I believe. So I apply the lather on my head. There's no rule to doing this, honestly. Again, I find that some people don't use a shaving soap for some reason. But for me, shaving soap works. I might try something else later, but for now, I think shaving soap works perfectly for me. So the water is still thick in my opinion right now. Also, don't overthink your products. I think one of the challenges I had when I sort of like first started was the fact that I was overthinking everything, trust me, to the point that, you know, I started panicking on the sort of like brush I needed just to apply this on my head. Now that I think about it, it's not actually worth it, to be honest. But then it's your preference, right? So you can try different brushes out and see which one works for you. This one is relatively cheap. I think it's about $15 or less than that, I think. I can't really remember, because it's a long time ago. And I haven't changed it since. This job is very simple. Apply the soap on the head, and that's it. Yeah, so that's my hand from time to time. Okay, so let's get into the shaving proper. So typically I run my shaving stick under the water again. And then I know the sort of like, I think this is another tip. I know the direction of my hair, and typically shaving my head in the forward and sort of like backward direction does not really matter until, you know, I get to the back of my head. I can only shave the back of my head in one direction, and this is because of the fact that I can get bumps easily. And probably in another video I'm going to tell you about how I dealt with bumps that I get at the back of my head. But then just in this video I'm just focused on showing you how I shave my head. So for this part, I just make sure I run the shaving stick over my head a couple of times. Then I rinse. Again, don't press it down too much. Just let the shaving stick do its job. So that you guys can see. Let's shave this way. Also guys, I'm trying to grow my platform, so if you can please subscribe, it will really help me. And please like, comment. If you have any question, I'll make sure I reply and get back to you as soon as I can. But please subscribe, please. Thank you. I believe the first round for the frontal part is done. This is just the first round. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to create more lather, just because I think the lather or the soap at the back of my head is out, so just apply one. It's dry, yeah. Dry is the right word. Yeah. But like I said, I don't think it really matters. Okay, so when I like to shave towards the back when I'm shaving the back part of my head, just because it's easier that way, one, and also I don't like shaving against the grain, especially when I'm shaving the back of my head. But for the frontal part, I can always shave against the grain. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, so you have to sort of like rinse out your clipper from time to time just to get rid of the clog in the blades. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm missing some few spots on the back here. To run it through quickly. Yeah. So this is the first round, basically. So I rinse out my brush quickly. I make some new lather as well. Get some soap here. Create the lather again. Just don't make sure the lather is not too watery, because then it dries off quickly. Just ensure that it will be foamy, and a little bit thick. Okay. Apply it again in my head. Depending on my mood. I can swivel the brush in different directions, but okay, seems fine. So it's this second round, just to make sure we don't miss any spot, on the head, because sometimes you might miss a tiny spot and you will not see it until you have like a shower and you go back and check, and then you notice that, oh my god, I missed the spot. So I'd advise you run the shaving stick on your head twice or 3 times if you can. Well, technically I just do it twice because I think I hit on the right spot anyways. So you see, it's a bit faster now since I've gotten rid of most of the air. Also be careful not to nick your head because it tends to happen as well. But after a while, that won't really happen to you anymore. Honestly, to do it right, you shouldn't nick your head rather. Yeah. trying to make sure this video is not really long. Again, I feel like the back of my head is dry, so I'm going to apply some more sort of like ladder back of my head. Yeah, another tip, especially when you're going around your hair, is just to bend your hair this way and shave it out. I mean, for me, it's not really a problem for me, but some people, it might be their problem area. So hope you guys can hear me with this water running. Okay, I think I'm good. Right now I don't really need to shave my beards. I think I only shave my beards once every week or once every 2 weeks. You know, I really like my beards to grow out really well, so that, you know, I can get the perfect sort of like shape when I'm shaving it. And I sort of like use this guy. I hope it focuses. Yeah, it's called Man Groomer. It's really good. You know, been using it for over 3 years actually now. I've been using it for over 3 years, and it's still standing strong. I'm going to put a link in the description as well. Yeah, so I think I'm done. So like I said, in the next video, I'm going to show you how I trim my beards. It's pretty much easy for me now, but you've got to be careful doing it as well, because it can be very difficult. Again, I only spend about 5 to say 10 minutes, because I've sort of like mastered it now, but I think it's pretty much easy to shave your beard as well. But in the next video, I'll probably show you how to shave your beards. It should probably be in like a week's time anyways. Again guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. So right now I'm going to shower. Then once I'm done, I'll show you what I do. Okay, I'm done showering now. I need to clarify something. Some people prefer to use a hot towel over their head once they are done shaving. For me, I find that too difficult. So what I typically do is I jump into the shower and I have a hot steaming shower, you know, a very hot steaming shower, and basically that has been working for me. I don't have to sort of like put a wet towel in the microwave or have to buy a new towel warmer just to get that very warm towel to put over my head to open up my pores. I believe jumping in the hot shower does the same thing for you. You know, it works for me, but you know, I leave it to you guys to decide. So one of the first things I like to do once I'm done shaving or done showering is to apply this cream. I'm going to put a link to it in the description below. I think it's available on Amazon. So I put a little bit of it. I'm almost running out, by the way. I put a little bit of it on my palm, just do like a soft rub, and put it at the back of my head, because it helps you prevent bumps, razor bumps from coming out. Yeah. Then once I'm done, I tend to use shea butter, and I'm talking about the proper shea butter. I don't know if you guys can see it. It looks like this. So I put that on my palm as well. I find that shea butter is very good when it comes to skin and skin health in general. So that's why I go for it. It's very difficult to find. I think I got mine from a local shop in Canada. Yeah. However, I can say that I've seen it on Amazon before. I'll look for it and also put a link below for you guys if I say, in case you want to try it out. And so I rub that on the palm of my hand, then I rub it over my head. So this is one of the things that I do. Sometimes I use aftershave, but not all the time. I think every second shave. So if I shave today and I use sort of like shea butter to rub my head, the next time I shave, I tend to use this Nivea sort of like aftershave balm. I think I got it from Walmart as well. Yeah, that one. I will also find a link and put a link in the description in case you guys are interested in buying it. I find that it works as well, but the reason why I don't like using it a lot is once I apply it to my head dries off after about 10 minutes and it feels very dry. Then I have to come back to use the shea butter. So most times I typically combine it basically. And that's it, guys. I think I'm done. Again, this channel is just to sort of like show people that, especially people that are losing their hair, that they can maintain a bald, shiny skull like I have on my head right now and still look great. I think at the end of the day, it's just sort of like personal self-esteem that we really need to sort of like work on. And it was a difficult decision for me to go bald. However, now that I'm bald, I'm loving it. Although sometimes I wish I had hair, but again, I don't care anymore. I look great with my bald head. Also, I'm into fitness as well, and I'm going to be posting some sort of like gym workouts on my channel as well. So in case you see it, don't get confused. It's one of the things that I love to do, and I'm hoping to share with people. I'm hoping to also teach people how to get in the gym easily, because sometimes I find that a lot of people get intimidated when it comes to going into the gym. However, I can tell you for sure that nobody really cares about what you do in the gym, and I'm sort of like opening up this channel just so that people can be encouraged to go to the gym. They can watch my video, look at what I do, and use that to motivate themselves, one, and sort of like use that to learn the kind of things they can be doing in the gym to, one, make them look fit, two, to build muscle, three, to either lose weight, but that's not currently my focus. My sort of like goal right now is to build lean muscles basically. So I'm going to be sharing most of my workout sessions with you guys as much as I can on this platform as well. And like I said before, I'm going to come back and show you how I sort of like shave my beards basically once I sort of like shave my head. I think that's about it. Please guys, subscribe, hit the bell or the notification button, I think, so that whenever I post a video, you guys can be notified and then you'll be able to watch this video again. Please subscribe, like this video so that the algorithm can share this video to everyone around that actually really needs this video. And again, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for staying to the end. I appreciate you. If you have a question, like I said before, please drop it in the comments section below. I will make sure I reply back to you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day, although it's night here right now. Ciao. Peace.